And we are live. Welcome to another episode of The Ruski Show, starring your host, me, Ruski. Hello. How are you? Hello, Willie's Pub. So, I got it, since you're new to the channel, I know of you and I know where you're from. I'm not about drama. My channel is about philosophy. And tonight's episode, what are we going to talk about? Isolation. Let's talk about it. So yeah, at Willie's Pub, I know who you know I'm associated with, but yeah, we don't do that here, and we don't speak of certain names here. Hello, Ms. Liability. How are you? Hello, Mo. How's it go? We are live. Okay, so isolation, the detachment or removal or distancing yourself from society. So isolation can come from many reasons. I am no stranger to isolation / solitude. I feel like I'm mentally strong because of my isolation from most people, and from certain situations. I feel like it actually helped grows me. Some people isolate themselves from other reasons due to trauma, stress, depression. Isolation can be positive or negative depending on what the situation calls for. It can be very healthy. Sometimes you need to isolate yourself to heal, to grow, mental rest, emotional rest from things that stress you out, people, situations, work, etc. Sometimes we need to isolate ourselves. Speaking to those content creators out there, sometimes you need to isolate yourself from YouTube once in a while. I've done it. I've done it for months. When you come back, you do it for a little bit because we can get that YouTube depression. You know what I'm talking about. Right. I don't know who Wilson is. Yeah. We don't know all the same people there, Willie. We probably have one mutual person that we know, and you know who that is. Believe me, I'm isolating myself from that person. I'll tell you that much. Woo. Oh, Wilson from the Castaway. Oh, wow, the Tom Hanks. Oh, okay, yeah, Wilson. The the volleyball, right, or soccer ball. It's one of those. It's either volleyball or soccer ball. Yeah. Um, that he was isolated not by choice. He definitely didn't want to be isolated on an island. I mean, it was a tropical paradise, really, but he had to fend for himself, get his own food, shelter, had absolutely no one, no internet. I don't even know if that movie came out when internet like was popping like it is now. Um, yeah, yeah, that was a good movie. So going back to the topic, people let's talk about trauma. People isolate themselves to heal from trauma, and sometimes when they isolate themselves so much, it, it can heal and hurt at the same time. You're isolating yourself from trauma, like from whatever hurts you. Plus, I know those, and I know others that isolate themselves when they isolate themselves for too long, isolating themselves from situations or people that can be positive, and you need a balance. Um, take a day or half a day away from people, or as much time as you need, but eventually you're going to have to start trusting people again, which is not easy, and putting yourself in situations and or around people, positive people, and you have to be a good judge of character. And some of those people out there aren't, and that's why they do isolate themselves from others in situations because they might not trust themselves. Usually, when people isolate themselves away from people or situations because they don't trust others or they don't trust other situations. Um, you can do both because what's that common phrase that people say? Isolation. When you're isolating yourself from people, well, YouTube is not real. That's the thing. YouTube is not real. How many times have you heard that? I've heard that saying so many times in the last 3 years that I've been content creating. So YouTube can be looked at as social media or even television or radio, old time radio, where you don't really meet those people. You don't have to. I mean, I have, but uh, most people that go on YouTube never meet others. They just see words on the screen or they see an avatar and they can go to your page and or channel or check you out. And that's about it as far as the extent. And is that really isolating yourself? Yeah, I would say so. Social media is here for our entertainment, really, and educational purposes. And sometimes we need to be entertained. It helps us throughout isolation. Physical contact with people, I guess, is more so what I'm talking about. Or in real life IRL situations such as work, family, friends, matters like that. Um, Real life situations, people need to isolate themselves, and especially negative people. And sometimes people isolate themselves from everyone, even positive and good people, which is fine to a certain extent. But what is that Bible quote? Man cannot live on bread alone, meaning we need to eventually put ourselves around people, forsake not the gathering of the brethren, like minded people such as yourself. And if you're in a weakened state, sometimes you need people, therapist, or maybe a good friend, or maybe your romantic partner, or your mom or dad if they're still around, family. But yes, isolation from everyone, including them, is healthy to an extent. Oh, I just drank a lot of coffee in a short amount of time. Oh, about to be buzzed. Right. Okay. It's healthy for us to separate ourselves. Um, Today was not an easy day for me. I don't know why. I wasn't in a good mood for a lot of the day. Um, I don't know why. I was definitely not happy. And I was kind of looking forward to going live. That's why I chose the topic. And I'm usually good with my mental health. That is first and foremost. It should be for everyone. We need to heal so we can be good to others. If we're not in the right state of mind, we can't be in the right state of mind to help others or be around others. You know, it's hard. So you can, I guess, but only for a short amount of time until you eventually crack. So that's why you need isolation to heal and be a better you to grow. Isolation helps growth. Um, with moderation. Everything in moderation, including moderation, right? Yeah. And yes, sometimes you do need to isolate yourself from YouTube. I guess that, like I said earlier, YouTube's not real, but I saw a couple things on YouTube that concerned me, and gotta let it go sometimes. It rubbed me the wrong way, you know, seeing certain things. And really does have a point. If you don't separate yourself from YouTube, is it really isolation? Uh, it's easier to isolate yourselves from negative people. And I think I catch Willie's point, but you can't let people that aren't you cool with, can't let them affect your life. It's easier to avoid those people, and you should. The only thing that really stops you on YouTube separating yourself is yourself and your maturity level. You have to be the bigger person to pull back from those people or those situations. And I'm thinking Willie's talking about the drama community. Yeah, and yes, Willie, I know what's going on, and it's that's why I'm here. That's why I do my thing. To you, YouTube is nothing but a platform for yes. I don't live on it and don't spend day to day on news like a television, if you will. And I did comment on that, yes, and that's good, Willie. Um, from what I've seen, I like you. You're a cool dude, and yeah, just stay away from those people, and you know who I'm talking about. It's just going to end up in negativity. So you know, be careful. You know, when you're on here, it is television, but some people sometimes we get sucked up in it, and everyone has a voice, and sometimes we use our voice for negative. But we gotta be the bigger person, the adult, the mature person, and walk away because sometimes the negative people, the immature people, they don't. They just keep going and going and going. They don't stop because they want to prove a point. There's really no point to be proven in the drama sector. You got to pull yourself out. You got to put the brakes on. You got to fall back. You got to grow. It's a choice. It's your choice. Some people, negative people, try to influence you to do the negative thing. Like misery loves company, right? Misery loves company. So how do you kill the misery? You isolate. Sometimes the mature thing to do is isolate. Thank you, Willie. Yeah. Because with your particular situation, you know what I'm talking about. That person will not fall back. That person will just keep going and going and going. You got to rely on yourself to be the bigger person concerning that individual, that situation that you're going through. Yeah. And you know, misery loves miserable company. Yeah. Yes, Mo. That is true. Um, and Mo, that's Willie. Willie, that's Mo. You may know each other. Possible. Mo, guess who went live? You should know already. Let me hear your rumble. Yeah. You know, live. Rebel, obviously. Um, Rebel needs to isolate from from the little family. Holy crap! The working verse doesn't exist anymore. Apparently, I think. Well, you should probably invite Rebel in over here. We need to talk. I need to give him some tips on isolation. He needs to let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, isolation does create maturity and growth. Uh, it can also hurt. You do it for too long, you're gonna start either to get really angry with people when you isolate, or you're gonna get like scared and develop a complex and want to stay in your home all the time and never leave. So that's not healthy either. Like I said, isolation in moderation. Um, and yes, there are long-term uh, situations that people go through that hurt so much you don't know anything else but to isolate, because sometimes a situation takes weeks, months, even years to fully heal, because sometimes situations are really complex, whether they involve courts or your job or family, intermediate family members that you're constantly around. Maybe it's jail time. Maybe some people are seeing my video through, in a prison cell, and they're like, that can happen. People do have cell phones in jail. I guess when you're in a situation like that, if you're in the clink, as it were, you have no choice but to isolate. Sometimes when you're around family members, like if you live with children, or you're married, or you have a significant other, such as a boyfriend or girlfriend, yeah, it's going to be harder for you to isolate because you're around people all the time. But if you're by yourself, you're single, or you don't have many people that you're around, it's easy to isolate. So easy that it becomes a constant. You got to check yourself. It's not healthy to be alone all the time. And I'm a guy that loves his solitude. Believe me, trust in that. But I guess that's why I'm tied up right now. The wife talked to you. All right, Willie. Thank you for dropping by. Now you know what my channel is all about, buddy. That's right. I'm all power positivity, Willie. Yeah, trust me. Isolate yourself from certain people, but you have a good night. Take care, bud. All right. What do you think, Ms. Liability? I'm going to put you on the spot. What do you think about isolation? Do you need it, or some people don't? Some people don't need isolation. And congratulations to those. Everybody's mentally strong in other ways, whether it's around people or by yourself. Stay strong. It's and isolation can be a mental test too. Tenth of your mental test, mental health. See how strong you are mentally. Can be a choice. Sometimes it's not, but sometimes, well, like a lot of times, focus on when it is a choice. Sometimes you want to push yourself. See how mentally strong you are to distance yourself from people. For some of us, it's harder than it is for others. It is, can be, but it can be very soothing. When you, especially in your living environment. Let me focus on that. I mean, I isolate myself, but I live on a beach. Like I live in paradise, right? And people that listen to me, you're spread out through the country, maybe even the world. I think two biggest places that watch me are the United States of America and United Kingdom, UK. And I think that's about it. So I guess there he is, the world famous official Charlie D. Charlie likes to isolate himself from my panels. What Charlie likes to do. Like one of the few places Charlie's welcome on panel, and he turns me down every single time. It's all right. We still love Charlie D. That's right. Charlie, you just miss Willie. I'm pretty sure you know who Willie's Pub is. You know. If you follow, you know who Willie's Pub is. We all know who Willie's Pub. That's the man, the myth, the legend that lives in Sarasota. I'm not doxing you, Willie. Everyone knows you live in Sarasota, Florida. It's down at the tip. Dick joke. Yeah. Well, Willie, he isolated himself so far, he ran to the very edge of Florida. You might forget everyone. I'm going to the beach. I'm out of here. That's what Willie did. Then he made himself a bar. Oh, that would be cool. I need to make a bar in Florida. I'm already in Florida and just need a bar now. I'm at a bar. I want to build my own. And it's right. I hired Charlie D. Worst waiter ever. But yeah, isolation. It brings clarity. When you do isolate, what do you do when you isolate? That's cool, Charlie. I know. I accept your other excuse for not coming on my panel. No big deal. Get well soon. So when you isolate, you have to do certain things to heal. If you're healing from trauma, you need to do meditation, yoga. How about reading a self-help book? Exercising, drawing, writing, painting. It's negative for me to say, but I think most people, when they isolate, they watch TV or they go to sleep, they take a nap. And that's not exactly healthy when you isolate, keeping your brain active. Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's do it.
Hey.
What's up, brother? How you doing, Token? What's up, man?
Not too bad.
Thanks for subscribing, brother. I honestly did not think you were going to do that. I'll cam up.
Yeah.
You're cam up, I'll cam up. Why not, brother? Let's do it.
Yeah. I was just chilling over at Troy and Bagel. I love weed.
Is that what
and
you
it
do when
just
you
popped into my head? I thought, hang on a minute. I was supposed to sub up to Ruski.
And you did.
And I just literally just looked you up and you happened to be on live. So I thought, fuck, I'll come and say hello.
Around this, I don't know what, 26 minutes ago, your time is when I go live every night. 26 minutes ago, your time.
It's quite late for me. But
then why aren't you in bed?
I normally go to bed about. I used to go to bed about 2, but I'm lucky. I'm going to bed about 3 now.
Why do we got to basically be wearing the same colors? Why is that a thing?
I got a light blue one today.
Yeah, and I got a light blue hat too, and you got a white.
Imagine.
Yeah. Thank you for men.
See,
you know what? If you and I, dude, I love the Punisher. Check it out. Well, you know what my avatar is, right? Right. See, there it is. There it is. All right, now hold your shirt up for the rest of the show, just like that. I'm going to leave my avatar. I'm kidding. Go ahead. You're good. All right.
That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah. If we were single, we could get a lot of chicks. You and me. I'm kidding. It's not a meat market, man.
Oh yeah, man. I'm good with that.
I should be saying that because I think my girl's watching this. Anyways, moving on.
That's all right. We're only kidding.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So, what is your thoughts? All right. So, I'm a philosopher. I do philosophy. It's my thing. What is your take on isolation?
Isolation.
Mm-hmm.
Being a shut-in or forced isolation?
I was gonna say choosing it.
Choosing it. Oh, I can tell you lots about that.
Okay, we can talk about both. Fair. We can talk both after we talk about. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I don't go out. I am pretty much a shut-in. I don't go out.
Okay.
Before midnight, really.
You don't go before midnight?
I'll go out once a day, like to walk the dogs after midnight. That's about it.
I'm assuming, just based on how you're speaking to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm not being offensive. I'm not trying to be in power positivity, but it sounds like you isolate because of due to trauma. Am I right? Am I guessing?
Yeah, mostly.
Mostly. I mean, obviously by choice. Do you not trust people?
I trust people. I just don't enjoy going out anymore.
Oh, okay. But you're mentally healthy, right?
Things aren't great out there anyway.
Right. Well, I know how the world is. Trust me.
Yeah, it's just a bit depressing. So it's just like I'd rather stay in and be happy.
You know what? When people reach a certain age, that is very common. I was like that.
I need to get out more. Summer's coming. I need to get out more. I used to longboard.
I don't know how warm it gets in the UK, but over here in Florida, we hit 78 degrees today. So summer's practically here for me. Yeah. I mean, it is going to get warmer, obviously, like 80s, 90s, 100s. But yeah, it was pretty warm today. I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt. I didn't see that hoodie that you're wearing. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's
kind of colder.
You kind of. Well, maybe that's why you isolate, because you live in a really cold country.
Yeah, it's quite miserable out there a lot of the time, so it's hard to go out and do anything. So that doesn't
get your ass to America. There's some warm spots here.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Okay, so what's your thoughts on or viewpoint on, I guess, forced isolation? What are you talking about, prison?
Yeah, that I suppose, and like lockdown.
Lockdown. 2020, COVID.
Yeah, I think I got so used to being into lockdown that just kind of got used to it.
Did you like it? Some people enjoy isolation.
Yeah, I did anyway, because when I went out, there was no one there. It's kind of nice walking around and there's like no one there.
Dude, I did the same thing, man.
Obviously, like, I duck, like make myself look like I was, doing something important when I, if I got questioned or whatever. But that never happened anyway. So yeah, I think I think during COVID I just got so used to it that it just become my normal.
You kind of like that's why I was talking about earlier. Sometimes isolation, if you do it too long, it's unhealthy and it becomes normality, which not always a good thing.
No, it's not.
No. It's and I said do isolation in moderation. Day here, day there, but like breaks in between, or maybe isolate yourself a little bit during half the day and the other half with yourself around people or situations, because isolation can turn you cold, bitter, jaded, hateful, scared of people, sad, depression, things like that. It can, but it can help your mental growth, and what you do with your isolation is very key and clutch. I don't know if you are here. I was saying, when you do isolate, try meditation, yoga, exercise, reading a book, painting, drawing, writing music, instruments, things like that when you isolate.
Yeah, I used to do all those sort of good things, but I don't tend to just sort of. What do I do?
ADD.
I chill out online and watch some programs.
I also did mention
the chores and
chores. Chores are good.
Oh yeah.
Usually, I was mentioning the bad things people do, and there was only two that came to my mind when you isolate, which are kind of negative, and you shouldn't really do it. Which is television. That's one, and the other is sleep. People do way too much sleeping when you isolate.
Oh, no,
that's not growing your brain. It's like drinking alcohol. It numbs the pain and doesn't help you in the long run. Sleeping doesn't help you in the long run. It gives you a little bit of rest, and that's about it. But when you do something like exercise, yoga, meditation, that actually helps your brain, and it helps you grow, and it creates clarity. And that's what people need when they isolate. Definitely. My humble opinion as a philosopher. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, there were really good things to suggest.
Yeah.
I used to be quite into my artwork and things like that, but
Oh, really? You're in artwork? Okay.
Yeah, I probably got something I could show you somewhere. But
what you got? What you got for me?
I don't know.
That's what you see token artwork.
I'd have to dig it out later, but
okay. Nah, you're good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, brother.
I haven't got anything to hand because I had a few bits and bobs around, but we had to take them all down.
So wait, let me check something real quick here. Okay, you really did just sub to me, didn't you?
Yeah.
I saw my number go up. There she is, Angela Jade. That is one of my. I meant to make her a mod, and I didn't. I'll make you a mod after this program. There, Angela. She's one of my viewers. One of my 2 viewers that are watching me right now. So do you make content yourself? That's what I do when I isolate. I make content.
I used to years ago. Yeah. I started off just doing sort of like weed related stuff, like 420 stuff.
You're a pothead.
And it was quite popular for a while, but
yeah.
Then obviously because the laws and things, YouTube changing, I gave it all up. Took it all down.
There were some really good weed channels, like professionally done. I was a member of, and they did kind of crack down on it, and which took a few channels out. And I'm saying these channels were like professional. They were really, really good.
Yeah.
The reason why I bring up YouTube and content creating on isolation is that I was checking my numbers, and my age, apparently my demographic, so 13 to 17, 0%, which I don't give a shit about. 18 to 20 something, 0%. 34 through 44, 0%. 45 through 54, 100%. Apparently that's my demographic. And it's mostly women. So that tells me that men are not as mature as women. I'm kidding. What do you think about that?
Yeah, they do say that, don't
they? Which is a good thing, makes me think, my editing skills suck. I'm sorry. Mine too. He's talking about content creating. So I was just checking out my demographic, and apparently my demographic is women around the age of 45 to 54. Do you remember your demographic on YouTube when you were content creating?
No, it was years ago. It was probably about 11 years ago or before that.
Oh.
So it was before they started doing all the analytics and stuff where you could just look it up really easy. Or I didn't know how to do it at the time.
And
it was mostly just people in the 40. It was pretty much 100% people in the 420 community and of all.
Oh, okay. Well, That's probably a younger crowd then, right?
Ages.
It's all ages? Okay.
Yeah, but a lot of the people, when I went on live, a lot of the people in my life were older ladies, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think my crowd, I did used to be in the drama community. I was a troll back in the day. And it was catered to more like a younger crowd, but I still had more women than men. As weird as that sounds, because usually if you think drama community, you think more like men, young men. And I got the young part down, but it was like women. And that was weird to me. I was like, I didn't know there were a lot of female trolls. I thought like women were supposed to be more mature than us. Because guys are pranksters and we fight. I'm pretty sure you know what that. Yeah. You're so young. You're in your mid-30s, right?
No, I'm 40 this year.
You're 40 this year?
Yeah.
You're an old fart. Oh, that's right. I am like 5 to 6 years older than you. Okay.
Yeah. 5 years older.
Yeah. I'm wishing this was alcohol. It's coffee. And I'm chugging the crap out of it.
That's right. I've only got water. So.
You got okay, cool. We're both sober, which is good. YouTube made me mean. Actually, that's a good point. Has YouTube made you more mean or jaded or bitter, or has it made you happy, or are none of the above?
On certain subjects, I suppose. Yeah, it has in the past.
All right.
Yeah, but I learned to sort of just rise above that now, and I've unsubscribed from all those channels because they were just driving me mad. Because it was making me feel certain ways about certain things, and I felt like it wasn't my own mind. I felt like I was just getting sucked into it all.
Yeah.
So I figured if I come away from all that, I can still look at it all, but then I'm not being like swayed by either side's opinion.
And my own mind. That's, you know what? Amen to that. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, it can be mean, especially if you're in the drama sector. And I think Angela Jade, she was or is, and it'll definitely make YouTube as a whole. Do you do other social media like X, Snapchat,
no,
TikTok,
just YouTube? I've been doing
Facebook,
that for
YouTube.
nearly 15 years, I think.
I used to do Facebook, and I had Snapchat, and I have IG, but I don't do anything. My brother tried to get me on TikTok, and nah.
No, I'll just stick with my YouTube.
Yeah,
I don't really mess with any of the other ones.
Well, if anyone might want to make their channel grow, I guess incorporating all social media would be helpful. It puts your name out there a little bit more, but that's only if you want to grow your channel. And I'm not
really interested in that anymore. I'll just keep it going just to hang out with my friends.
Hobby.
And reconnect with some old ones as well.
I get it. I totally get it. I mean, I kind of want to grow my channel. Well, like lazy where I don't get other social media apps and I should. I'm still trying to master this one. This is my third channel because I lost 2 cell phones and I didn't know how to recover my email. So boom, yeah. And I had 1,000 subs on my other channel. I had 1,000 subs and I had way over 4,000 watch time hours. I was up for monetization and then boom, lost my phone. Actually, I didn't lose my phone. It got eaten up in a hurricane. Florida weather. I'll tell you, you ever been through a hurricane? Not fun.
No. They look scary.
For cell phones, they are. Yeah. It's pretty fucking bad.
If it just gets too windy here, I'll start getting worried. So I think I'd probably shit my pants in a hurricane, truth be told.
You have your country has a stereotype for being like very windy and cold. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it can get quite windy.
Yeah. I mean, it gets windy here, but like probably not as bad as where you live.
Days on end sometimes.
Ugh. No, thank you. I hate
Yeah,
the cold. I
not
really
much.
do. If I lived where you're at, I would isolate too. I would never leave the house. I would like DoorDash and Uber Eats all the goddamn time. I'm gonna work from home. I'm gonna work on my
Yeah.
laptop. No
Well, I
way.
used to really enjoy working.
You enjoyed going outside? Ugh,
Yeah,
people. Wow,
I enjoyed going to work.
that's
Yeah,
horrible.
I enjoy good hard work and getting a sweat on because you're building yourself up and you're getting paid for it at the same time.
Yeah.
But
There is that
I always
money.
preferred the physical work over like more difficult stuff. Not that I couldn't handle it, I just wouldn't enjoy it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather use my muscles than my brain. I save my brain for me.
Use your brawn for work. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So where were we? Isolation on. We were talking about forced isolation. Mm,
Yeah.
all right. Forced isolation. What can force a person into isolation? Trauma, I guess. Therapy. Um, recovery. Rehab. Yes, he is from the UK. Token.
Yeah.
What part of the UK? England, right?
Yeah, I was born in the south of England.
Mm-hmm. South. Okay. Definitely, trauma and addiction can induce forced isolation. That is true.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I've never been
100%.
an addict. I've never had a problem like that. And I don't know if you don't have to comment on that. But
I've gotten over many, I'll say that much.
okay, I've met
I've conquered many.
people. Oh well.
But these days, it's just strictly coffee and 420.
Coffee and 420. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Kim.
They're my only real vices these days.
Kim. Oh my God, is that Deadly's Kim? Kim, is that Dudley's Kim? I'm sorry, man. I think that's someone I know.
Oh, cool.
Angela, is that Dudley's Kim? Anyways,
Oh.
leave that in the comment section.
I'm gonna have to get going.
You're gonna, all right.
Happy to come up and say hi.
Well, thank you
I'm
for
sure I'll see
joining.
you
Sorry, I
over.
got a little off topic, but
Yeah, I'm sure I'll see you over on the other side.
yeah, you know who, you don't have to mention that person's name, but yeah, definitely, I'll see you on that channel. And thank you for popping up, and you take care. That's Token Pirate Raccoon. I think I got his name correct. You have a good day. All right, buddy. Take care. There he goes. There's. All right. And I'm assuming I got that correct. I know that. Sorry, Kim. That's how I know you. Yeah, all right. My bad. April 13th will be 6 years clean and will also be 6 years. Death. Wait. There's a dollar. All right. So there's something blocking my field of vision from reading that whole comment. Why do I have a dollar sign right there? I am not monetized. I only have like 206 subs. Why is there a dollar sign right there? Sorry. No big deal. Moving on. Okay. Yes. Addiction. That can definitely force someone to isolate when they're trying to recover, or when they're maybe at their hardest, like when they're going through the motions of, oh, your husband. Oh, shit. Sorry. That can make someone isolate. Death. I didn't even think about that one. Yeah. When my mom passed due to COVID, I isolated like the whole year. And then I, you know what made me isolate? When I got a lot of money. That made me isolate from everyone. Like, you ain't touching my cash. I never touched drugs again after that. Yeah, that can sober you up real quickly. Yeah. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that, Angela. Sorry about your husband, and sorry about your well, at least you don't have an addiction anymore. And isolation after trauma like that, um, yeah, isolation like that definitely can help and can hinder. So spend time alone, but you're welcome. You're welcome. And shout out to Kim, by the way. I didn't properly say hi, Kim. Hi, Kim. Don't go away, man. Don't go away at all. Just stay here and my bad. Did I make that right? Yeah. You're welcome. Just keep in mind that you still have a purpose. Obviously, you're alive and you're here for a reason. You know, Kim is cool. Kim's very cool. And I didn't mean to say deadly. So my bad. Okay. But if you're talking to me, I've been great. But Angela, how are you? Hello, how are you, Angela? And Kim, hello, how are you? And it hurts when people on YouTube make, yeah, But see, Angela, I'm pretty sure I met you in the drama sector, and that any sad thing that's going on in your life, that community will tear it apart and reopen a wound. You know how it goes. I know how it goes. So that's where I created this channel. Power of positivity. No more drama. Isolation from negativity. Try it sometime. It works. It's healthy. Yeah. Wait, what sector? Wait, who do you know? I can't, now I'm interested. What channel? Like, where have I seen? I know I've seen Angela Jade somewhere. I just don't remember. I don't know if it was a women's community, if it was Workiverse, it was Mushroom People, if it was Gene Team. Don't tell me it was Pizzaverse. Please tell me you're not a part of Pizzaverse, Angela Jade. If you're at part of Pizzaverse, get out. No, I'm kidding. Yes, I am. Charlie D, MobTube, and Women's. Okay. I both have been part of MobTube and the women's community. Ruski took all the Deadly's girls. Take all the girls. Actually, like I mentioned earlier in this live, 45 through 50-year-old, that's the age and the gender, by 67 and a half is women. 18% is like men, and 13% is like unspecified, which I think is transgender. So yeah, 67 and a half people that have subbed to me are women. That's impressive. Thank you, ladies. And I'm a philosopher. My content is philosophy, so that means women are more mature than men. I guess. I don't know. Or maybe it's my charm. Oh, you're a mob for SBS. That's right. Yes. Okay. Good to see you, Patrick. And Patrick and Token were like the only, and Charlie D were the only males here. Berto's watching you. Who the fuck is Berto? Berto? Whatever. Yo, you see me in his chat? Yes. Yeah. I know some people in MobTube. I've been in Tony Pizzas. I've been in FBS. Patrick, Angel. Okay, yeah. FBS is cool. He hates Trump, and I don't care about politics. Really don't. Politics doesn't affect my life. Not really. Yeah. But that's where I've seen you. I was like, I've definitely been part of the. Maybe that's why I have mostly women that watch my show because I've been in the women's community. He knows you're a huge Trump fan, but you're still friends. Okay. Well, he says that people that support Trump are his biggest fan base, which is odd. I guess opposites attract in his case. For me, not so much. Yeah. Sorry. So I probably know you from FBS. Wait, all right. Who in the women's community do you know, Angela? I need to know, and I need to know right now. Because I'm pretty sure I've seen you other places than just FBS. Respectful of what people choose. Okay, well, that's cool. Have you heard? No. He was a dude that had yeah. No, I don't know who Berta. No, sorry, Charlie, I don't know who that is. So that person's transgender. Okay, I know everyone. I have been around since 2000. $sign in my way. Can't see what year you were. All right, yeah. You can say I have dabbled in the women's community. Just Angela Jade is. I know exactly where you're from, motherfucker. 2020. Oh, there it is. All right, cool. Damn, 6 years. I've only been doing content for 3 years. About 3 years. A little over. You were gone for 2 years, taking a break for yeah. I ain't gonna lie, YouTube changed my life. YouTube, in more ways than one, has changed my freaking life. That is not a joke. I am not kidding. The only person I spoke to all those years was pretty much them. Okay. All right. You know Deadly. Okay. That's probably where I probably know you mostly from. Deadly. Oh, and FBS. And there's another person that I'm thinking of that you know that I probably know that I'm not going to say the name of. He was coming around to Paula, right? Yeah, Kim. I noticed Kim was gone for. That's what I was like. Is that who I think it? And it is. She just changed her avatar. Kim's been gone for a minute too. I'm glad you're back, Kim. Angela and Kim showed a great deal of isolation. Holy crap! I mean, at least from YouTube. I haven't seen you ladies in a while. Charlie's always around. Charlie doesn't know how to isolate. He should try isolation once. Charlie, isolate yourself away from my channel. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Team Muscle. I know that guy. I think I know that guy because someone that I know in my past used to make fun of that guy on her channel. I know Muscle. I know that guy. Mental health and your daughter mean more to you than YouTube, and that's the way it should be. Most people should take a step back from YouTube. It should be just a hobby. If you let it, can change your life in a positive or negative way. Not for everybody, but some people, such as myself and other people. It's a lot of same stuff over and over. Yes, it is. Drama. Well, that's there's more to YouTube than this drama. I think that's what a lot of people don't get. There's a lot more to YouTube than just a drama sector. There's a lot of great channels, a lot of great genres, a lot of good things. And I've tried a lot of genres, trust me. But I'm still sticking on philosophy. And I'm actually posting now. I'm posting other philosophy channels, so I'm definitely trying to push that out there. There are a lot of philosophy channels that you guys should check out, not just mine. People that do it way better than I do. I'm still new at this. I've only been doing philosophy since last year, and I took a long break. Actually, no, I started doing philosophy in 2024, so 2 years ago. Started doing it 2 years ago, but I took long periods of breaks throughout the 2 years. So I'm still new at this. I'm still getting my feet wet and all that. I'm learning. You never stop learning, but I'm definitely a rookie at this, but I'm trying. Okay, I asked the question if that's real, Kim. No one answered my question. Charlie asked the question and he gets an answer real quick. And it is. It is one thing it is. Okay. I didn't. Angela, did you bring Kim over? Is that why she's here? Thank you for doing it. Kim, sub to my channel, just in case if you're not. Kim's cool, man. I've talked to Kim on Instagram a few times. Kim's cool, man. Sorry what happened to you, Kim. I have a new Instagram. Go ahead and find my Instagram. You'll probably find the wrong one because I have a few Instagrams out there, and only you can find the right one. I'm not going to say which one it is, but if I respond, that's the right one. No, you're cool. You're cool, Angela. Kim's cool. So are you, Angela. You're cool too. And Charlie, you're a cool chick too. All right. But yes, back to what's it called? Back to isolation. Well, excuse me. Excuse me. All right, I'm good. All right. On that note, guys, it's been about an hour. I'm going to wrap this up. She's been subbed for a while. Thank you, Kim. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you to my panel guest, Token Pirate Raccoon. Yeah, he chose the name. I didn't. Thank you to my panel guest. He's welcome back anytime. The guy from the UK, that man. Thank you for showing up. He's cool. He can come back anytime he chooses. And till the next time, chatters, take care of yourselves and each other. Good night.